A very good afternoon. Welcome to All Things Football with a PUA, the show that gets you ready for the week of football that lies ahead while updating you with the happenings in the world of football. Today's show, also, as same as last week and recent times, and tough times for South African football. Show starts on a somber note following the passing of former soccer journalist and Jermaine Craig, who suffered a heart attack while working out after collapsing at the gym. Now we're going to give you a brief profile on Jermaine Craig, who was a former football journalist, who was also part of the local organizing committee and the 2010 FIFA World Cup, which took place on South African soil alongside with the 2009 Confederations Cup the year before. Now, Craig has also worked as a senior reporter for the Star, worked in communications for South African tourism. As managing director of Craig Communication, he was also a consultant for organizations including the club Kaiser Chiefs Football Club, the La Liga, NBA Africa, and the Confederation of African Football, just to mention a few. Suffering a heart attack at the age of 47. He was just 47 years old when he lost his life. He's survived by his wife Michelle and his sons Matthew and Christian. Excuse me. Well, good afternoon. Welcome to it. This is All Things Football, the show that gets you ready for the football week that lies ahead. My name is Apure Khoto. Please like the show. Please like the show. Please like the show. Comment on the stories, and remember to like the page and tap the subscribe button on YouTube. The show is also available on YouTube on amavaroto.youtube.com. That's amavaroto.com. amavaroto.com. On to news making headlines in the world of football. The draw for the UEFA Euro 2024 was made last week, which took place at Hamburg in Germany, which is going to be said to be one of the host cities for one of the fixtures and the European Championship next year and next summer. We look at the draw. We're going to give you a brief profile before anything we delve further into the matter with regards to the tournament, which was founded in 1958 by UEFA. Germany, most wins. Germany and Spain have won the tournament the most, each winning it three times, with Spain being the first team to win it to successfully defend the tournament, while Germany fell short in the final in 1976, falling short to the Czech Republic, then known as Czechoslovakia. Onto the draw, we look at the Group A. Hosts Germany to take on, will face Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. What many have predicted as the group of death, it will be Group B, where Spain, three-time champion Spain, will take on Croatia, two-time defending champions Italy, and Albania. Slovenia make Group C alongside 1992 champions and Denmark, Serbia, and England. Group D, playoff winner A is said to be determined, with certain teams set to make the play in the playoffs before filling the three spots, while the other 21 have been confirmed. Well, Group D is a playoff winner A, who will take on the Netherlands, Austria, and France. And Group E will be Belgium, who will take on Slovakia, Romania, and playoff winner B, while Turkey will be in Group F, will face playoff winner C, 2016 champions, and Portugal, and 1976 winners, and the Czech Republic. Now, Croatia and Spain are no strangers to the competition and will be meeting each other for the fourth successive time, having first met in 2012, where Spain would go on to win the tournament after winning the World Cup 2 years prior. Croatia have lost to Spain lost to Spain by a goal to nil in that meeting, whilst 2016 Croatia ran supreme, winning by 2 goals to 1. 2020 Spain won by 5 goals to 3 in open play. So it should be a game not short of goals. Expect goals when these two sides meet. Spain go into the game with the upper hand, having won 2 fixtures against Croatia's 1. What's other news? Zamalek legend has an Areda Abdel Al has taken a strong stand against the possible appointment of South African mentor in Pito Mosimane, citing that he will not support the team in the event that his former side have appoint the South African coach, citing that he is not convinced by his abilities. Now Coach Pito is no stranger to the Egyptian Premier League, having been coach to Egyptian giants Al Ahly, which he led to three CAF Champions League titles, and with the last one dating back to 2016, where he beat South African side Kaiser Chiefs by 3 goals to 0, a game that took place in Casablanca. DSTV Premiership, another news. DSTV Premiership champions Mamelodi Sundowns are set to table an offer for Skune United forward and Alias Mogwana, and after the 24-year-old has emerged as a target for the champions, who are currently competing in the CAF Champions League. Soweto Giants, Orlando Pirates, and Kaiser Chiefs, who are struggling in front of goal, are said to be interested in his service. Now, it remains to be seen whether or not Sekukune will give the player up, but expect the player to have a heavy price tag, and it remains to be we can only wait and see if the if Sekukune United will be willing to sell the player in the January transfer window, or will wait but for the end of the season. Former Bafana striker in other news, former Bafana coach, I beg your pardon, and Kaiser Chiefs and Stuart Baxter might be returning to South Africa for his possible fifth stint after he agreed not to renew his contract with former employers in Helsingborg FC. Now the English mentor is no stranger to South African football, having had 2 spells with Bafana, having had his last recent spell in South Africa with Kaiser Chiefs, which was not so fruitful. While at he also had a spell with Super Sport United, where he did fairly well, becoming the first coach to successfully defend the Nedbank Cup with the same team in 2016 and 2017. While Polokwane City and other news have made another addition to their technical team with the inclusion of Bryce Acker. Rise and Shine are winless in their last 5 matches. The 40-year-old joins Ivorian joins Puti Mohave, who has been in charge of training since the departure of co-coaches in Tlogonolo Siema and Duncan Lichisa. Worked as a manager at Jomo Cosmos and also applied his trade as an assistant coach. Now, Aga is now a stranger to the PSL, having played football for Polokwane City and Jomo Cosmos, just to mention a few. That's it from our news. On to our news just in. Kaiser Chiefs have made made a statement with regards to the incident involving Captain Itumeleng Kune, who was said to have arrived at training under the influence of alcohol. Now, the statement reads, and I quote, "At the conclusion of the club's rigorous disciplinary progress last week, the committee has taken stern action and decided that Itumeleng Kune should be temporarily separated from the team until certain conditions have been fulfilled. As a club that upholds the highest levels of professionalism with discipline, forms a key which discipline forms a key component. Kaiser Chiefs initiated an internal investigation after certain incidents involving Kune came to our attention. The investigation was essential rather in ensuring proper functioning and unity within our team. During his absence, Quine will be expected to attend and actively participate in programs designed to support his personal growth and development with support from the club. These programs are specifically aimed at helping him address challenges and issues he is facing while promoting a positive team culture. The club has taken steps to address his transgressions, and certain sanctions were instituted, including removing him from the club captaincy of Kaiser Chiefs, as Kaiser Chiefs will believe in applying corrective measures and to achieve personal growth, and we are committed to providing the necessary support to Idomeleng during this period. Once he has completed the required programs and met the set expectations, he will be welcomed back into the team. The team is now focused on the upcoming fixtures, which they include Polokwane City later today. Kickoff for that fixture is at 3 p.m. The team remains focused on the upcoming fixtures. And the continued pursuit of excellence. We have full confidence in our players and coaching staff to maintain our high standards and achieve success in Kune's absence. Kaya Chiefs would like to assure everyone, including our supporters, that we remain committed to our core values of discipline, integrity, respect, and unity. We appreciate the unwavering support of our loyal supporters and encourage them to stand together with us as we navigate through this challenging phase. This was the statement that was dropped midweek with following the incident with Etumeleng Kune and arriving at camp under the influence of alcohol. One of those to mention was also Duduzi Mtazane, who is it remains to be seen whether or not he will start today. Saying that being said, he has served his suspension after being under the influence of alcohol during Dr. Kaiser Botawung's Hall of Fame party. Let's have a look at the results dating back from the second of. Let's take it back to the results dating back to the 2nd of December, and this is how things went. We start with a Carling Black Label knockout. Stellies remained triumph over Richards Bay, winning by 3-0, while TS Galaxy beat Kukune in a 3-2, an entertaining 3-2 win. The Carling Black Label Knockout Cup final will take place on the 16th at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Kickoff for that fixture will be confirmed at a later stage. And now other results: Brentford will triumph over Luton Town by 3-1. These are results from last week. Before we move to the midweek results, Arsenal beat Wolves by 2-1, while Burnley were too strong for Sheffield United, which led to the sacking of manager Paul Heckingbottom, beating them by 5-0. Everton rescued themselves from the relegation zone, beating Nottingham Forest by that solitary goal. Newcastle too strong with that Orange Garden solitary goal to win by 1-0 at St. James's Park. Chelsea were too strong for Brighton, beating them by 3-2. Liverpool and playing to an entertaining 4-3 win against Fulham after trailing 3-2. They made thrilling comebacks towards the end of the game. West Ham and Crystal Palace could not be separated, playing to a 1-0 draw. And other teams that could not be separated were Bournemouth, Aston Villa played to a 2-0 draw, while Tottenham and Man City also played to a 2-0 draw. Your midweek fixtures saw Wolves played beating Burnley by 1-0, while Arsenal played and won a thrilling encounter by 4 goals to 3 after also trailing by 3 goals to 2 within the fixture. Wednesday fixtures saw Liverpool beating Sheffield United by 2 goals to 0, and Fulham beating Nottingham Forest by 5 goals to 0, which has manager and Steve Cooper worried about his job, and says he's expecting making statements about how he's expecting to be sacked provided he doesn't win on Sunday. Bournemouth proved too strong for Crystal Palace, beating them by 2 goals to 0 at Selhurst Park. Brighton beat Brentford by 2 goals to 1. Manchester United with that Scott McTominay brace beat Chelsea by 2 goals to 1. Or Chelsea goal pulled back by Cole Palmer, while Aston Villa's Leon Bailey made the difference between Aston Villa and Manchester City with the odd goal. Thursday, we had a double header with Everton. Neil Bailey with Neil Berto Berto among the scorers, alongside Decore beating Newcastle by 3 goals to 0. Midweek fixtures, we saw the DStv Premiership come back into the picture, and we saw Evidence Mahopa backing his second goal of the season with an own goal from Sbia to make it 2-0 over Morocco Swallows, while Mamelodi Sundowns Lucas Ribeiro scored from the penalty spot to give Mamelodi Sundowns the win. Sukuna United proved too strong for Chippa United, beating them by 2 goals to 0, which left manager and Morgan Mamila displeased, making comment citing that the Monaco referee wore a Sekhukhune United jersey colour. And last night's win, Aura proved the difference between City and Stellies, giving Stellies the win as they head into the Carling Knockout Cup next week, final next week, and the which is set to take place in Durban. Here's what you can expect today, starting from today. Three fixtures, starting with Polokwane City welcoming Kaizer Chiefs, Chippa United welcome Golden Arrows, while Orlando Pirates take on TS Galaxy at the Orlando Stadium. One PSL fixture on Sunday, which is Royal AM and Richards Bay in the KZN Derby. Wednesday, Sekhukhune United welcome travel to Amazulu, while Mamelodi Sundowns welcome struggling Cape Town Spurs. Morocco Swallows will take on SuperSport United on Friday, the 15th of December, which is on the national Bok holiday. Sunday, we'll see Golden Arrows take place. We welcome Orlando Pirates. English Premiership fixtures you can expect this week. Crystal Palace, our first game, which is to kick off in less than an hour. Welcome Liverpool. Wolves take on Nottingham Forest. Brighton take on Burnley. Manchester United take on Bournemouth. Sheffield United welcome Brentford, while difficult Aston Villa will welcome the Gunners. Sunday fixtures sees a quadruple header, 10 fixtures in total. 10 weekend fixtures in total for you as far as the Premier League is concerned. Sunday starts with Luton Town welcoming Manchester City. Fulham welcome West Ham United, and Everton welcome Chelsea. Tottenham welcome Newcastle. That's our last game for Sunday evening. Friday, you'll see Nottingham Forest taking on Tottenham. UEFA Champions League football match day 6 before we head on to a break and a knockout phase draw. We'll see Lens welcome Sevilla. PSV Eindhoven will take on Arsenal. Real Madrid travel to Union Berlin. Benfica take on RB Salzburg, while Braga take on Napoli. Inter Milan welcome Real Sociedad. FC Copenhagen take on Galatasaray. Manchester United will need to beat Bayern Munich, provided they want to make the Europa League, and hope that FC Copenhagen lose to Galatasaray. Wednesday welcome includes fixtures including RB Leipzig taking on Young Boys. Werner Svensson take on Manchester City. Royal Antwerp welcome Barcelona, and FC Porto welcome Shakhtar on Wednesday. At Porto, Celtic will take on Feyenoord, and Borussia Dortmund welcome Paris Saint-Germain in what should be an entertaining fixture. Atletico Madrid will welcome Lazio, while we finish off the week with match day 6 with Newcastle taking on AC Milan. And that's all we have time for on all things football. Remember to like the stories, like the video, share and comment. Remember to like the page also, All Things Football with Apia for more episodes. I'll link this episode as soon as it's done. This is the last show for the episode year 2023. The show goes on a hiatus for the year 2023 and returns after AFCON on the 17th of February. And that's all we have time for. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From myself, Pure Hoto, take care of yourselves and each other. Cheers. Enjoy the football.